Hello everyone, welcome back to St. Louis Billikens Dynasty, and we have reached the last game of the 2025 season, Season 2 of this rebuild. And this the season has gone way better than the last one, that's for sure. And it started off very, very poorly as well, but we've bounced back to 5-6, 4-3 in the conference. And if we win in this coming week, we will be bowl eligible against Toledo. They shellacked us last year, but they are worse this year for sure. I think they were in the conference championship game last year, but now I think they might be one of the worst. If we look at the conference standings for the MAC, yeah, they were at the bottom for a long time. Now they're the third worst, and we're about dead even. I don't know if we have a chance at getting into the conference championship game. I would think it would take a lot of things to go our way if we wanna get in. Like, we'd have to win against Toledo, obviously, and then every single person in front of us, especially Miami, would have to lose for us to even have a chance to get in. But I think Miami plays Ball State this week, and then I think if Ball State wins, then they would probably make it in over us. And then maybe Akron. Yeah, I'm not sure what the tiebreakers are, but we have an outside shot. I'm not expecting us to get into the conference championship game, which stings because that was definitely a goal for the beginning of the season. We definitely had the team to challenge for a conference championship berth, and we just shit the bed for the first 8 weeks. It was embarrassing, and we've just done too little too late here with this win streak. For the conference championship game, it's been too little too late. So if we win this week in advance and we're somehow in the conference championship game, I would be completely shocked. But yeah, I'm not expecting that kind of outcome. I'm much more looking forward to playing in a bowl game if we can win this game. Toledo is higher rated than us, even though they have a worse record, and they're probably one of the better teams in the MAC. So it's surprising why they're so low rated. I mean, so their record is not reflective of what their rating is what I'm trying to say. So we can't take them lightly. And they showed us what they can do last year, that's for sure. We just need to play our style of football and come away with a win. It's a snow game. Oh, boy. I knew it was going to be a night game, but I was not expecting snow here in Toledo. So this might be a tough one. I do not like the snow textures in this game. It makes it super hard to see. It just looks ugly, too. Just look at that. So this might be a tough game. I did give them the blackout uniforms, Toledo, just because it would be their night game. But it'll definitely help me see them on the snowfield, that's for sure. We'll be wearing whites with just a light gray pants, so we might be able to blend in a little bit. Not that the CPU cares, they can't really see. But yeah, snow game to end the year. And I cannot even see where the end zone is. Here's Acevedo breaking it up the seam, and that's at the 28. Can't see the numbers. This is going to be a rough game. I can already tell. There's Lonnie Dunbar, our star halfback, his final regular season game of his college career. And we'd like to get him into a bowl game so he can play one more game. Vince Trinidad fools everybody, but can't really get much. Yeah, I don't like this snow texture. You can definitely see they just kind of overlaid something white over a normal field. You can see like the PNG, the PNG textures around the footprints, and you can see it's kind of like floating over the ground. You can kind of see the shadows underneath. So yeah, not the best. Kind of looks like peas. Peas floating in milk or something stupid like that. It's just ugly. You gotta lock in here though. And it's a good break up there. I didn't really know where to go with the ball. And unfortunately, we'll have to punt. Back to 3 and outs to start games. This hurts my eyes. I can't stop talking about it, but this is just so bad. I kind of want to restart the game just so I don't have to play with this stupid snow texture on the ground. All right, 3rd and 1. They're going to be a hurry-up team for sure. And that's kind of been our weakness. The last couple teams we played have not been hurry-up. so we've had time to set, prepare, but they're gonna try to. And how does he escape that? We had so many people in the backfield, but he just skipped around all of them, got the first down. Jet sweep coming. It's gonna be a fake handoff, and we stand it up. Only a gain of 1. Their halfbacks are tough. They never want to go down. Finally brought down to the turf for a 3rd and 5. It's going to be another handoff. Don't tell me they get this one too. Oh my goodness, we can't bring them down. Except they throw this time. And we bring him down for a sack. There was nowhere to go. We actually played good man coverage down the field. And that's Waters, who comes in and gets the sack. I think he's a freshman? Yeah, he's a redshirt freshman. So we'll have him for another 3 years after this. And that was a good play. Just bull rushed his man and swarmed the QB when he tried to roll out. 2nd and 19. Can't really run in this spot. I mean, nothing's stopping him, but that's a beautiful throw. I don't know how we're going to stop this team. Another handoff, speed out. And once again, took a couple guys to tackle him, but tackle was made. There is an injury timeout. Someone pulled a hammy. And 3rd and 4 from the 16. Can't pass commit. They have run on these 3rd down situations and gotten them. But they will throw. And they just dump it down to the running back. It's another easy 3rd down completion. Kind of having trouble here. Jet sweep. Can we get out there? It's a touchdown, but it might come back. Yep, it's going to be a hold. We got bailed out by a flag. I think that's the first time holding's been called against the other team. It looks like it's always called against us. But it'll be 1st and goal from the 16, not the spot you want to be on the field. Where are you going? We just cannot stop the run. We're back to our old ways. The run is just unstoppable. Like, where is this guy going? Who are you? Is that the strong safety Richards? Yeah, where is he running? That's not me controlling him, by the way. See, the thing doesn't pop up till after he's already ran past him, and I tried to like desperately save it, but no. He just was blind. I don't know what. Yeah, just needed a big play on that play, so my guy has to act like an idiot. We're back to that kind of gameplay. And just standing off a curl, just waiting for him to catch the ball. That's back too. So horrific first defensive possession. Results in 6 points for Toledo. That was just way too easy. Just could not get stops, could not stop the run, and then could not stop in the air either. Yeah, just not even like closing down. He's just standing 5 feet off him. Why are you standing in the back of the end zone when you're playing man? I don't even remember if that was man, but why are you standing in the back of the end zone? You have to. They don't need to get to the back of the end zone. They just need to get into the end zone. Play in front of them. Acevedo breaks off a big gain. He's down to the 32. Had a lot of daylight, but they caught up to him from behind before he could break it all the way. And just nowhere to go. Maybe he should have handed it off. Didn't really look. They're just reading everything right now. We're back to old Heisman difficulty. That's what it feels like right now. Acevedo looks like he won, but he tracked him right back down. And then yet another 3 and out. We can't get anything going on offense. Yes, looked like he had inside leverage, looked like he won, but yeah, that guy was just faster. Acevedo has 93 speed, but their corner is just way faster. That's crazy. It already kind of feels like one of those games. We need something to turn it around. Warren Barron makes a nice play on the nickel blitz. It'll be 2nd and 9. Draw, and we swallow that up for a loss of 1. I think that was Van Eaton in on the tackle. And 3rd and 10. They haven't had any problems converting on 3rd down so far. It's got to be a pass, though. And that's a great user breakup. He was open, but I saw him last second sprinted over and just met him at the ball and just knocked it right out going for the pick. And that's just the bounce back drive we needed from the defense. We looked horrific on the first drive. Our offense is struggling, and we could not let this game get away from us early. But that was a good 3 and out. Now our offense needs to get to work doing something. Running the ball has not worked. But passing the ball has also not worked. So just threw it away pretty much. We need to get something going. I don't know what it is, but something's got to give here. There's Dunbar bouncing off one tackle. He's dragged just short. We're still looking for our first down of the game. And it's got to come here. 3rd and 1. He's going to give it to Cameron Perkins up the middle. Trinidad is ice cold. I don't know why. He hasn't thrown an interception or anything. Maybe he's just cold because it's snowing and he has no arm sleeves. But that'll be the end of the first quarter, 7-0. And we'll just go right back to the exact same play. We'll hand it off to Cameron Perkins up the middle. And he just stopped short. I mean, we have to go for this. They're stacking the box. But I felt pretty confident in these 4th and inches situations. And Lonnie Dunbar does just enough. I mean, that's a crazy, crazy call when we're on our own 35. But we need to get something going on offense. We can't have another 3 and out. That's our first down of the game. We just can't move the ball. I just don't get it. They're all over us. No safety help over the top, though. Mason Williams does not have the speed to punish that. And just, they blitz 7 and then have impeccable man coverage down the field. I don't get it. 3rd and 9. And dropped by Acevedo. Vince Trinidad is 1 for 6. Yeah, it's just been that kind of game. We can't handle the snow. We play in a dome. We're not a field team, open field team. I mean, kind of a bad throw. Did he get a hand in there? No, he just dropped it. Just dropped it. The drop animation hit. You could see because he was doing the falling back animation, which is a catch animation. But then he dropped the ball, so he just exited out of that animation and just went to one that didn't mesh at all. And just can't tackle. That's a way to bring him to the ground. I just can't see anything on the field. This I've said it so many times, but this snow texture is horrific. And we have no pursuit angles. Like, meet him in the hole. Don't watch him go by you. Jet sweep. Well, it's going to be a fake, and they run right into the blitz. That's how you bring him down. 2nd and 14. Going to be a counter. And, it just takes 3 people to drag him down. But 3rd and 9, got to expect a pass. Yeah, just wide open. Just somehow knew we were in cover 2, and they just picked the perfect cover 2 beater. Gonna be play action, and that's my assignment I vacated. Oh boy. I don't think we're making a bowl game with how this game's going. We are not playing well at all. It's gonna be a screen. I mean, a screen with no blockers. He was just kind of standing there. Rolls out, and just a perfect throw on the run. Yeah, just one of these games again, where they're just doing anything they want. And that was my guy that I vacated, and luckily it was just a bad throw. 2nd and goal. Jet sweep. It's a fake. And we swallowed him up. There was a big hole he could have hit, but luckily we were in the backfield. 3rd and goal from the 4. Probably going to be a run. I mean, probably going to be a pass. But I don't know at this point. They can do whatever they want and score. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, just wide open in the end zone. Who was on him? I don't know. Who was on him? Was it me? Was that my guy? How? I mean, maybe. Yeah, I switched. I thought I switched onto someone on the D-line, but it was actually a linebacker who was supposed to cover the tight end. So, yeah, that's not good. Not who I wanted to switch on to, but, you know, the game has a mind of its own sometimes, and we are in trouble. We are in deep trouble. Just that the snow is so bad. You can see it floating over the field. My eyes are burning. I hate this. Thank God for global warming. We don't have to deal with snow anymore. That's a fucked up thing to say. I take it back, but need to get something going here. Dunbar up the middle. That's good enough for 1st down and more. I don't know how he got out of that tackle. But that's some signs of life here. And I did not mean to keep it. Oh my goodness. Just they fill everything. We're back to not being able to do anything. And that's the 2-minute warning. We're kind of struggling here badly. We haven't made it past midfield yet. They are honing in on everything we are good at. But here's Lonnie Dunbar on the screen. They blitzed and they paid for it with a 1st down to Lonnie Dunbar. Here's Lonnie Dunbar again. We'll just keep going to him if they don't want to cover him. That's fine. Nowhere to go. Okay, that's a bad throw. He read that all the way. Oh boy. I mean, you could feel it was just going to be one of those games, and once again, it is one of those games. Just staring down Mason Williams the whole time. Looked like he made it on the break, but yeah, I never even saw Leon Golden on the underneath. I just wanted Mason Williams the whole way, but this deep third guy just read it and jumped it the whole way. And I saw it too late as I was throwing, and yep. That's a definite pick, 10 times out of 10. And now we are even worse trouble. All right, just a wide open guy. Where are my defenders? Where are the people that played so well the past 3 weeks? Where did they go? Nope, there's nowhere to be found. That's another touchdown. And the route is on in Toledo. We can't hang with the big boys. Third worst team in the conference, but can't hang with the big boys. All right, we kind of need a score here. Like, this is like the game right here if we do not score. But where are the plays going to come from? Nothing I'm calling is working. They're over everything I'm trying to do. Can't run the ball, can't throw screens, can't do read options. Here's Mason Williams. Does not have enough speed. We'll go no huddle. Yeah, it doesn't help that my QB is ice cold and can't make normal throws. He can get out on the run, though, and he'll turn up. Just do not fumble. It's that kind of game where I feel like Vince Trinidad will fumble. He hasn't fumbled in like 3 games, but it's that kind of game, so you know he will. And he's just so slow in the pocket. Like, once he gets out of the pocket, he's fine, but when he's inside it, he just cannot move. He cannot outrun people that are slower than him. It's a good route and a good catch. And our starting left tackle will have to come out. Slot fade sounds crazy, but I'm actually kind of for it. Play action. No, they cover it. And then can we get on the move? No, they contain it really well. We have to go for this. We have to go for this. Very, very risky, because if we don't get it, they will score before the half, and that would just be the deal breaker, pretty much. But it's a good throw and a good route from Leon Golden. He's got a lot of space down the field, and we will score on a 4th down. Do or die. Why don't we just take it all the way to the house? Leon Golden Sr., his final regular season game, and he just burned the cornerback on that dig. More of a zig. Yeah, I think it was a zig. And there's just no help over the top. I don't know where everyone was. But that was the first thing to go our way all game. Leon Trinidad, good throw with pressure in his face. Just a bad pursuit angle to get back on him. And yeah, no one over the top. It's a clean shot to the end zone. And we are on the board. Let's see if we can kick a field goal in the snow. Easy enough. Be 21-7. Toledo still has time to respond. 18 seconds is an eternity for the CPU. But hopefully we can stop them. I don't know. I'm going to pass commit, but it could very well be a run. It will be. Sweep outside. And don't tell me this is going to be a huge gain. It's going to be a touchdown on a halfback sweep. 80 yards touchdown. Are you absolutely kidding me? I mean, yeah, it's just that kind of game. Four and 7 Toledo's just doing whatever they want. I mean, I told everyone to back up. I guess that I did pass commit, so no one was looking at the halfback. And then just a horrific pursuit angle, once again, because they're broken in this game. And we've given that touchdown right back without any time to respond. So this, yeah, I don't remember who gets it in the second half, but if Toledo gets it, start of the second half, the game is over. The game is over. We just did not come ready to play. That'll be the end of the first half. Not much went our way. Like, literally nothing went our way. Couldn't play defense. Couldn't play offense. Their halfback, once again, the player of the half. Because, of course, we can never stop the run. And and then they will get the ball to start the second half. That's just absolute bullshit. That's when you know the CPU's on their bullshit again. Just gotta magically score 80 yards one play with 12 seconds left in the game. I mean, in the half. And then just get the ball back so you can pad your lead. So, I mean, what are we doing in the pocket? Did you see that? He ran away from the quarterback. Like, our players are allergic to making plays. Look. Like, we're just... I guess he was stumbling. But why would you stumble away from the quarterback and not into the quarterback? Why would you run away from him? I mean, just plays like that have happened all game. Just where we run at someone and just let him... Just don't even try to attempt a tackle so he can make a great play. And I'd love a pick there, but nope. It's just the craziest throw in history. This guy is throwing into inch-perfect gaps like he's Tom Brady or something. Shoot a gap, shot the wrong gap, and we can't tackle him. Still can't tackle him. Like, all right. I get it. Play action. Yeah, just another perfect throw. He just can do no wrong. Does he even have an incompletion in this game? I mean, we blitzed. We were there in the backfield. He still gets 3. We're just getting manhandled. We're getting bitched out here. And we can't bring down the quarterback? Like, what are we doing? We just bounced off us like we were a fly. Like, we were a beach ball. Like, a full man is running at you, lights you up. Nope. I mean, if he had thrown a touchdown after this, that would have just been par for the course. Luckily, it was only a throwaway. Should have just been a huge loss. But, of course, we cannot have any momentum, any joy in this game. Oh, boy. 3rd and 7. And swatted down. Almost snuck it through the gap there, but luckily we swatted away, and they will punt. So not all bad. And that'll be a touchback. All right, point. We have to get a touchdown on this drive. A field goal will not cut it. A punt will not cut it. Oh my gosh, Trinidad is... He is so fast, but that tackle was chasing him down. Never seen anything like it. Might even consider going no huddle here. This clock drain is really going to come back to bite us. And of course, still can't run. I mean, that was the calling card of when the CPU was on their bullshit, was when they were just shutting down every single run we tried to do, and it's back. It's back. And yep. 3rd and 10 from our own 36. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I mean, the drag is open, but I'm already bailing. For no reason. I mean, we kind of have to punt. It's 4th and 12. This is, I mean... the game made us think that we had a chance. That, what a punt, by the way. Down to the 3. That is insane from Matthew York. Put on a clinic there, and now we need to stop with this good field position. But yeah, this game made us think that we had a chance, think that we had a good thing going, but no, last game of the year, we're just going to take that all away. That's a good stop there. 2nd and 12. And, yeah, let's blitz. They're stacking it. It's going to be a pitch. We got to light them up. That's going to be a safety. What kind of a play call was that? Tried to pitch it outside, but we were there sealing the edge and brought him down for a safety. All right. That's Dakota Mills who made the tackle. Surprised he didn't just bounce off that like every single other tackle we've tried to do. But they will punt it away, and I moved instead of catching it. That's not good. All right, we're going to have it at the 14. So just horrific field position because I moved too quickly. So he ignored the ball going over his head. And we got a lot of field to work with. Would have been nice to have a good field position off the punt, but nope. I think that was a me issue, I'm going to say. Here's Carroll Stafford, not fast enough to turn the edge. Nutty Dunbar's banged up. Might have to put Cameron Perkins in the game, but I want to go no huddle here. We get that up the field. There's Acevedo. Good throw by Trinidad. Just kind of lofted it up there on the run. Throwing on the run is always scary with this guy. I don't like this play, but we're going to run it. Hopefully Mason Williams. No, just a horrific throw. I think Trinidad's accuracy already isn't good, but now that it's snowing, I think it's affecting his ratings. I don't think he has the natural. So yeah, it's probably slipping out of his hands. Get some back with Lonnie Dunbar. He's definitely banged up. I mean, not too bad. His trait drain isn't bad. Mason Williams, good first down. He actually caught it that time. Oh, that's a great throw for Leon Golden. We're threatening here. Jet sweep, Leon Golden. And just can't get blocks. It's just continuing to be a problem. I'd love to be able to make that play work, but just no one can block on the edge. 2nd and 16. We've taken a step back here. And there's nowhere to go with the ball. 3rd and 16. We need a touchdown on this drive pretty much. I might like this slant on Golden if he can win instantly. If not, I'll go with Williams on the out. Nope, just destroyed. All right, does it make sense to go for field goal here? Well, we're not going to convert, so we might as well kick it. But it'll be 12. It'll be a 16-point lead, so it'll be 2 possessions with 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions. Yeah, so I think kicking the field goal definitely still makes sense. But we got to make it. Wind is a little tricky, and we are in the snow, which complicates things. And yeah, it sneaks right in. So we are definitely still in this game. Would have loved a touchdown there, but yeah, it's a bad play call on the jet sweep. It never works, but I keep going back to it. At some point, you gotta just take it out of the playbook. We just don't have the players to run it. Now our defense needs to stop. No points on this drive, or this game is over. They need to play perfect from this point on. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. What is it, 28-12? That's a weird scoreline. But we did have the safety and a field goal and a touchdown. Yeah, we just couldn't let them build that up that much of a lead. Now we can't really, we're not that great playing from behind. Play action, just a perfect throw. And they're in field goal range already. And we can't tackle still. That means we got a blitz to hopefully push him back out. That's a great play from Warren Bear, and he shot through that gap. As a cornerback blitz, he just ran right in there. He's going to go at it again here. Tackle him, please. Oh, we needed that sack. It would have been huge. But he had the Patrick Mahomes just nonchalantly shuffling away. Because once again, we cannot lock on. And I just ran right past him. Yeah, that we needed that sack. 3rd and 12. Quick out. Can't tackle, and that'll be the game. Like, why can I not tackle? It's not locking me on. I have heat assist on. I don't know what's going on. I mean, actually, it's not on. It just, I guess it was on, but I guess one of the patches reset all my settings because I noticed the names were underneath people anymore, which I had turned on, and now Heat Seeker isn't on. So no wonder I can't tackle anybody. And yeah, that's the game. That'll be the game. That's unfortunate. We will lose out on bowl eligibility. In heartbreaking fashion, we just absolutely shit the bed in the snow. They read everything we did, pretty much. They knew all our defensive plays. They knew all our offensive plays. Couldn't get anything going until it was too late, and we had our chances. We just, couldn't make plays. We could have had a huge sack there. That definitely would have. They definitely would not have converted if we sacked that quarterback there. But we just let him nonchalantly walk away, like he wasn't even phased. We kind of need a miracle here. Leon Golden's going to go downfield. It's right in his hands. What a throw by Vince Trinidad. He doesn't really have the best deep throws, but did just enough there to put it in Golden's hands. Got tracked down from behind, but we're already past midfield. Here's LJ Young Jr. getting out of bounds. Does that stop the clock, or is that only under 4 minutes? Yeah, it's only under 4 minutes. So the clock keeps ticking. Clock is not on our side here. Lonnie Dunbar gets the first down. Clock won't even stop for first downs anymore. That's crazy. What happened to the college game I know and love? Can I turn up? Can I get the edge? There's Vince Trinidad right up. That's a quick score. We desperately needed that. We're going to have to go for 2. I mean, running Vince Trinidad up the middle is just crazy enough that it might work. And yeah, wow. He's just a beast up the middle. He would definitely be an amazing running back. He's got power. He's got speed. He's got a great juke move. He would just not be denied there. I think it's a little soon to do an onside kick. So yeah, we'll just kick it off. I like how it's snowing, but the snow isn't being replaced at midfield. It's just straight green. Like, you'd think at least some of the snow would stick. Apparently not. Can't get over the snow. And I'm just thrown off. Maybe that's why we're losing. I can't get anything going. I'm just baffled by the terrible snow texture. And yeah, I would have loved to sack there, but he's unstoppable today, this guy. I mean, I was right in his face. But yeah, I guess the halfback picked up a good block right before I got him. And that's a good sack. We finally get home. I think that's Alexander Arnold who finally dragged him down. He couldn't throw it away that time. 2nd and 17. Cannot rule out a run here. This looks like a run. Let's play action. And it's going to be another sack. It's Maurice Hester this time. We've got 3 on the game. And we're pushing and shoving after the whistle. He's letting the quarterback know it. All right, 3rd and 27. We just cannot do anything stupid, which is hard for us. We love doing stupid things. He's just going to uncork it. Please don't get mossed. So it's actually intercepted by Renee Franklin, and he'll have space to run it back. Follow the blocks. Oh, dang it. I didn't see that guy coming across. We could have maybe had a chance to take it home, but, I mean, saves time on a punt, and probably a better field position than a punt, too. All right, luckily we didn't get mossed. We have a bad habit of letting that happen. But, yeah, we need a score on this drive. And then maybe a 2-point conversion, probably. All right, jet sweep, even though it's never worked. We'll try it again. Nathan Acevedo, I mean, that's good enough. Got to go no huddle still. Except I didn't know where to go with the ball. That's unfortunate. Didn't really read the routes. It's hard to see them on the, once again, it's hard to see them on the snow. It's hard to really visualize them. Have speed, have speed. He's got enough. He's got the first down. I don't know how we got away. But just barely for Vince Trinidad. We would have been in trouble if he got sacked there. He lives on the, this quarterback lives on the edge. Can we get that out there? Mason Williams just barely fast enough. 2nd and 1. Right up the middle for Vince Trinidad. Got to mix up a couple runs in here, keep them guessing. Can we get that out there? Good toe tapper by Oscar Choi. He's a beast. He had some drop problems, but when he gets on the sideline, there's no one better than him. I feel like I throw this out to Golden no matter what. Might put me in hot water, but... Does he have a chance? Yes, he does! What a catch on the sideline! Leon Golden, he wants to play one more game. He wants a bowl game. He does not want this to be the last performance of his senior year. All right, it's 26-35. Do we go for 2 here? I think we just kick the point after. Oh, they're going to challenge that this was caught. It definitely was close. But, yeah, I think his foot was in there before his knee was down out of bounds. I think that's going to count. And I think they say it will count. I hear our fight music going. Probably means it was good news. And yes, it was. So kicking a field goal here puts us down 8, I want to say. Yeah, so we'll have to do a 2-point conversion next time. I mean, doing a 2-point now wouldn't, like, let us know that what we have to do later. But if we don't make it, then we just have no chance. So I feel like we at least give ourselves a chance by kicking an extra point and then going for 2 later. All right. Once again, need a stop from our defense. And with how their running game has been this game, going to be tough to stop. They love breaking tackles, but we just need one more punt out of them. They could still throw here, I think, until the 2-minute warning. So we can't be too crazy, but it's going to be a jet sweep. Can't seal the edge. Can't bring him down. First down. Ugh, we just can't tackle these guys. That's a great play. There's no one over there. He might have the sideline. He might have a touchdown here. Yep, that'll be the game. Ugh. Where's the support over there? I don't get it. I mean, someone's supposed to be playing a zone over there, but they crashed in on the... And that's just, once again, a horrific route by the last man. You cannot let him get by you. It's just, oh my goodness. I mean, if we can score, we can still ask for another stop from the defense. We just can't use any timeouts, and it has to be very, very quick. I don't know if we have a quick score in us, but we got to try. Still not over. At least they scored with the second play of their drive instead of way, way late. Would have loved a return touchdown there, but he does enough to get us to the 25. Kind of like this Williams split through the cover two. But I'm just probably gonna be asking to get picked here. We'll just scramble with Vince Trinidad instead. He's got a lot of speed. Chack down from behind, but he gets out to the 50. We'll go no huddle, try to get another play off for the 2-minute warning. Oh, just tried to fit that in there, but unfortunately the hit jarred it loose. And we'll get one more play op for the 2-minute warning. Do we take a slot fade shot? Might as well. 4 down territory for sure. Put it up right in his hands. Unfortunately, right as the 2-minute warning hits, would have loved the extra timeout. But Oscar Choi, the quick answer we need. And it's still a game here. Still a game. All right, still within 8. We just need a 3-and-out here, which we have not been able to do this game. We have not been able to stop the run. Good enough. He bounced off that first tackle like it wasn't even gonna phase him. We need at least 2 or 3 guys in there making stops if we're gonna have a chance here. Everyone step up. It's good enough. 3rd and 5. This is the game right here. If we don't stop him, it's over. And he gets it. Game over. Once again, we cannot get the stop on 3rd down. Yeah, I overcommitted to the outside, gave up the middle lane. Yeah, just barely enough to fall over the line. As always from the CPU, just magically falling over the line when they need it most. And, yeah, that will be the game. That will be the end of our season. No more games will be played in Season 2. We have dropped by 8 to Toledo because our defense couldn't make a stop when it mattered. Our offense took way too long to get moving. And Tucker Gleason could do no wrong. He just diced us up all game long. 5 touchdown passes. Yeah, they basically did whatever they wanted. They let us back into the game late just to make it hurt more when we lost. But yeah, that's a tough end of the season. Really thought we could be bowl eligible, but instead we end at 5-7. Will be your final record. Player stats. Vince Trinidad started off super bad. He was like 1 for 7, 1 for 8 at one point. But turned it back around, 300 yards through the air. His best passing game as a starter, I would say. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And then on the ground, he was also very productive. Lonnie Dunbar, they really honed in on him and shut him down. He could not get anything going. Still averaged 4 yards a carry, which isn't bad, but not his normal self, I would say. Vince Trinidad had 66, and then the 1 touchdown and the 1 2-point conversion. And then through the air, Leon Golden had his send-off with a great game, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oscar Choi had the 1 touchdown as well. Blocking, 3 sacks given up. Not really going to be sad to see the O-line go, even though they have high ratings. They just never played up to them. And then defensively, Warren Barron had 10 tackles. Merle Willis had 7. Yeah, I think the main problem, Jeffrey Reynolds is all the way down here for tackles. He is our main guy in the run game, but he just couldn't ever get any tackles. I don't know if they just kept breaking his tackles or if he just wasn't involved, but that was a big problem. And his senior year ends with a whimper, Jeffrey Reynolds. Merle Willis had 3 TFLs. Warren Barron had 3 TFLs as a corner. That is an unreal kind of game. We had a lot of TFLs, actually. But, I mean, it never really amounted to much. They just converted the long third downs that they always had. Maurice Hester had a sack. Zach Waters had a sack. And then Arnold and Willis combined. The one interception for Renee Franklin kind of kept us in the game, but unfortunately, it was just too little, too late. Yeah, it's just that game came down to the the bullshit touchdown at the end of the first half. He ran it 80 yards on one play. Yeah, that was literally the difference in the game. Yeah, they just had one too many breaks for us to come back from, and our season is over. We'll get to the off season before stopping it, and then I'll do its own dedicated off season video, doing all the recruiting and stuff. So I don't think I need to do anything else. So we'll just go to the next week. We should get Sam Oshinowo. I don't think any one of those teams on that list is going to make a realistic push for him. And he's probably not going to be a starter, so I don't know why I have 50 points on him. But I mean, we need a backup. Clark Yoder is not going to cut it, I don't think. We'll just move it down to 25, should be enough. Trying to get into Hayden Dedrick, but hasn't gotten onto his radar yet. Buffalo is in the race with Virginia and us for Von Aragon. So he might have to get the full 50 here. I don't think selling makes any sense. What would we even sell him? Not that, that's for sure. Not that either. Yeah, we don't know what he wants, and our grades aren't very good anyway, so let's just send the house. Need a guarantee we get him. Central Michigan's making a push for Jared Mangum. Have to step up the ante on him, too. Ole Miss is just lurking, which scares me. They just haven't made that big push that the other big schools usually make once we get into the top 5. They're just kind of hanging around like they don't really know if they want this guy or not. So I should just be spamming as much points as possible to really expand the gap before they feel like they want to get back into it. I'm just letting them lurk around, but don't really have the points to spare at the moment. It's going to come down to the wire for DJ Fredrickson. We do probably have Wade Key. We're the only ones even interested in him, but yeah, that week 15 visit from Iowa State kind of scares me. I don't know how the CPU can do week 15 visits, but we can't. I don't know what that's about. Is that like some kind of visual glitch? Because you can't do off-season kind of visits. I don't know what that's about. Still just cannot get a D tackle to even consider us. Virginia Tech and Rice are making huge pushes, and he might have to be a send the house if I can find points somewhere. But where would those even come from? Trent Worley, no one really cares about him. Could take points off him. It's just risky pulling points off people, because then it gives teams a chance to close the gap, but gotta focus your attentions to people you really want sometimes. We do need a middle linebacker, but we should be wrapped up. Can't really spare on the cornerbacks. Take it from Anthony Lamb. A little bit risky with Oregon also lurking, but they haven't even offered him a scholarship. And if they want him, they'll just take him. It doesn't matter what kind of points I put down, so it'll allow us to put a full 50 down on Femi Miles. Hopefully win out this commitment, or we'll be screwed at the D tackle position. We just haven't been able to recruit it. I don't get it. Everyone just goes balls to the wall for D tackles. Can't really sneak in and grab anybody. Then we have 5 left over, so we'll put 5 on him. I think that'll be good enough. Only 21 scholarships given out, which is a little concerning. I'd love a bigger class, but that's what the transfer portal's for, I guess. We'll advance to the next week. That was week 15, so we should see those strange week 15 visits happen. Oh, and we finally get the recruiting progress tracker to come up. We've been locked down on this guy. I don't think I ever even offered him. That's fine. And we have taken the lead on Femi Miles. He's into his top 5, I think. Yeah. I think we already were in the top 5. I don't know why they're telling me that now. But we have taken the lead. The 50 points are now working in our favor. Still no commitments. And we did get our contract extended. 2-year contract this time. They want us to win 5 games. Well, we won 5 games last year. I think that's doable. We will return as the St. Louis head coach, Keith Stone. Still can't manage staff. We are in the conference championship. Let's see what the games are here. So in the MAC, we have Miami against Bowling Green. 2 teams we beat, right? Yeah, we beat both these teams, but luckily we weren't consistent throughout the year. And they will be playing for the MAC championship instead of us. Definitely was within reach this year, but we couldn't make it happen. In the SEC, Georgia will play Texas. Georgia is unranked at 8-4. That's interesting. They were the 2nd best team in the SEC. All right. Big 12, Arizona plays number 1 Kansas State. They're always a wagon in simulation for whatever reason. And then Big 10, Penn State plays USC, and the ACC, Clemson plays SMU. As for CFP bracket, as of right now, that's what it looks like. Fresno State is apparently the highest rated group of 5. I guess maybe group of 6 now. And it's a very interesting bracket here. The SEC champ will play Alabama first round. The very Alabama who's not even playing in the conference championship. Why would they not be invited? That's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. We don't really have to worry about the college bracket at this point. We are not good enough to worry about seedings and what our rivals would be and stuff like that. But yeah, no recruiting until the off season, so we'll just keep simming. Here, we have reached number 1 on Hayden Dedrick. It's tough that I can't take pull points off during where they're still getting influence, but we can't change what the points are. Fredrickson, yeah, Iowa State took the lead on DJ Fredrickson with their week 15 visit. I think I have 50 points on him, so it's not much else we can do, but we might have lost him. Once again, Iowa State has been on my ass along with Ball State. Them two are just taking everybody I want. I don't get it. Avery Johnson has won the Heisman. Didn't look too good against BYU. But, yeah, great year for him. Probably had more on the ground as well. And he led Kansas State to the number 1 team in the nation. Nathan Acevedo is your best special teams returner winner. 3 touchdowns. And I guess early in the year he got a lot of action because teams kept scoring, so they kept kicking off to him. So he just amassed a lot of yards that way. But, yeah, good season for him. And he definitely stepped up as an actual wide receiver as well. All right, early National Signing Day here. We only have the 1 signing right now, Ronald Dole. The center, 3-star. But yeah, other than that, not really anything. You have a couple people locked out, but I'm pretty sure those were people I just had on the board but wasn't going for. Yeah, I wasn't really going for. Look at that influence gain from Notre Dame. Like, that is, how do you match up with that? They just did a full stage worth of progress in 1 week. Okay. I don't know how that happens. And I still can't fire my staff for some reason. I guess I'm stuck with them. Some teams are interested in me, but we'll not be leaving St. Louis. We are here to stay. And let's see who won the conferences while we're at it. We will not be playing a bowl game, unfortunately. But Clemson beat SMU. USC beat Penn State in a nail-biter there. Georgia beat Texas. Wow. They are now ranked. Was that enough to get them into the college playoff? I think it might have been. Texas might have dropped out. That's crazy. And then Kansas State beats Zona. And in the MAC, looks like it was a blowout for Bowling Green. And yeah, I think they were the best team in the MAC this year, but their 1 conference loss was to the St. Louis Billikens, so really we might be the conference champs by the transitive property. So there you go. That's something to put in the trophy cabinet. As for the CFP bracket, yeah, Texas did drop out after that loss. And I don't think Georgia made it either. Wow, yeah. Georgia did not make the college football playoffs, even though they won the SEC championship. Instead, SEC will be represented by number 3 Alabama in the 5 seed spot. Yeah, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. As for All-Americans, I wouldn't expect us to get any. Definitely not national. Do we get anyone with the MAC? Does not look like it. Matthew York was the first team punter in the MAC. So good for him. He had that one great punt down at 3. That was really the only good punt I could remember. And then we have a couple freshmen on the all-freshman team. We have Vince Trinidad. Only played about half the year, but did look impressive to end it. Isaiah Crowder, our left guard. Don't even remember him playing much, but apparently he gets honored. And that will be it. So 1 first teamer, and then 2 all-freshmen for the MAC. And I think that's all I need to look at this week. Mason Williams at high risk of transfer. We might lose him. And I didn't recruit any tight ends to replace him. So we might have to go back into the transfer portal to get somebody. Yeah, weird I still can't fire my coordinators. I don't know what that's about. It's probably because I have firing off. So I can't fire. It should only be me, though. I don't know why I can't fire my... So, yeah. Coach firing is for the CPU only. And my coordinators are technically CPU coaches, so I should be able to fire them. So I don't know what that's about. So I guess I'm stuck with them, unless I want to risk being fired. Am I on the hot seat right now? No, I'm not on the hot seat. I could turn firings off, so I can then fire my coordinators. They're not very good, and then their pipelines are also not very good. So now that we're not in the hot seat anymore, I could turn it on. Can I now fire my staff? No, I cannot. I might have to wait for next year. Or something crazy is going on. I don't know what it is. All right, and Ohio State and Penn State will be the 2 playing for the national championship. What did the bracket look like? Alabama made a run to the semifinals, but they got beat by number 8 seed Penn State. Penn State made a great run. I mean, kind of their path wasn't that tough. Purdue's not that tough of a team. Kansas State, they're the number 1 team in the nation, but I mean, they're really not gonna be the best. I guess just not the biggest brand, but yeah, they number 1 team with the Heisman winner got upset in the first round. That is tough. And then Ohio State went through Clemson. They had an easy schedule too. Washington's pretty tough, but Texas Tech, you'd expect them to win. Texas Tech upset USC though. All right, a few surprises on this board, but Ohio State, Penn State will play for the national championship. Big Ten showdown. We've dropped to 3rd on Femi Miles. What's going on? Why is Ohio State the only one getting influence gain? All right, I don't know what that's about. Is Femi Miles even the guy I like? I don't even remember. I don't remember his name. But Penn State pulls off the upset and beats Ohio State. What a run from them. From the 8th seed to national champions. And they really exercised some demons this year. Usually known as a choker team. Team that can't get it done against ranked teams, but had a great run in the playoffs and pulled off the win against rival Ohio State. And apparently Liam Clifford had a impressive game with only 1 yard. So I guess he was the MVP. Hats off to him. This will be the end of the season recap. I guess I'll go over the season stats for the team. Passing, Vince Trinidad was our best passer. He had 15 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Sean Bartlett had 4 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, only 600 yards. Clark Yoder stepped in a couple times. 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, so he actually didn't play that bad, but could have sworn he threw an interception one time. I don't remember. But yeah, Vince Trinidad, definitely our best quarterback. And we made a switch to try to save his redshirt eligibility. Ended up moving against that. And finished off his rookie season pretty well. Just couldn't pull it off in the last game. Lonnie Dunbar only got 600 yards on the ground. Not the most impressive running back performance. Vince Trinidad only played half the games, and he was the second best rusher. Cameron Perkins, very disappointing season from him. Would have expected a lot better, but just his senior season went with a whimper. Didn't even get 100 yards on the ground. Only averaged 2.7. He just could not find any holes. That was an issue that plagued his college career pretty much. And then for receiving, Oscar Choi was our most prolific receiver. He ran the slot fade better than anybody, and that's just the route that gave us the most yards, most success. Leon Golden in his senior year was our second best, and then Mason Williams was number 3. And that's probably why he doesn't want to come back. He only has 300 yards. We just never threw the ball pretty much. It was tough going. You to have Nathan Acevedo had the most touchdowns, even though he was put into the depth chart late. Oscar Troy had 5, Golden had 4, Mason Williams had 2, and then who gave it the most sacks? Kalen Franklin, yeah, just a rough career for him pretty much. Highest rated player on the O-line, but just a turnstile. It was actually impressive. So not sad to see him gone. Damian Green also just not a good year, but he has room to improve. He's only a freshman. Grant Huff was put in an impossible situation. We had no good centers. He was only 68 overall, but had to put him in there. Had to put someone in there. And only 3 sacks given up, I guess, but he had a lot of holding calls. It was not a good year from him. And on defense, Jeffrey Reynolds had the most tackles and was tied for the most TFLs with Maurice Hester. Maurice Hester ends a great college career with 8.5 sacks in his senior year. That is a respectable amount. Zach Waters comes in second with 4, then Merle Willis with 3, and Lester Walters also with 3. In terms of interceptions, Terry Poole had 6. Most of them came in that final stretch where he was just picking everything off. And he was playing pretty low on the depth chart, so it's impressive he was able to get that many. Renee Franklin had 4, and then just a couple ones from a couple different people. We had, only 2 forced fumbles. People would never let go of the ball whenever we did hit sticks. But one of the fumble recoveries was a crucial one to win in overtime. I think that was Zach Waters that forced it out. And was it Walters or Willis that ran it back? I don't remember. But yeah, that was definitely a highlight of this year. And then let's look at Matthew York. He was your MAC all-team punter. Only 1 touchback on punts. That's pretty good. He had 30 punts and only 1 went for a touchback. He had 7 inside the 20 and 62-yard long. Yeah, I mean, pretty impressive. Well, it'll be tough to replace him. All right, and this will be probably the last thing I look at before I end the video and then go into the offseason. We'll be going to players leaving, and I'm a little scared. Merle Willis wants to transfer. That is a tough loss. I would have much rather preferred it be Mason Williams, but Mason Williams will stay, but our best edge rusher will be leaving because I guess we didn't sack enough people. I mean, we had a C+, and we needed a B-. We were so close. But yeah, there's just probably no chance we're going to convince him to stay. Oh, wow. That never works. He had a low persuasion chance, but somehow he's convinced to stay. I was about to start crying. I was riding a lot on Merle Willis. He's only a redshirt sophomore. He would have filled in nicely for Maurice after he graduated, but yeah, that would have been a tough loss. But luckily, he has decided to stay. That's a big get back for this team. He would have been a big hole to replace. But here's the people leaving. No one is going to get drafted, obviously. But Lonnie Dunbar, hell of a 2 years from this kid. He will be sorely missed. He really put his body on the line for this team. He really drove us forward in some dark times. And then Caleb Franklin, good riddance. See ya. DeMarcus Perkins, not really too sad. Max McClure, same deal. Leon Golden, I mean, he's good, but he had some good plays near the end, but just way too inconsistent. Cameron Perkins, barely even noticed he was on the team. Ty Robinson transferred in, but barely even made an impact. Sean Bartlett had a great year last year, but he's just always going to be a backup. And then Jackson Gregory, fullback. I mean, sure. Have a good desk job somewhere. And then Murley Willis will be staying, but we lose Maurice Hester. Our most prolific sacker in St. Louis Billikens history will be gone. Terry Poole, the slowest man on earth, will take his lack of speed to greener pastures. Jeffrey Reynolds, the heart and soul of the defense, has been ripped out of us due to graduation. Lester Walters, our left end opposite of who was it was Waters, yeah. Waters and Walters, the two W's flanking the D-line. We'll lose one of them, Lester Walters. He had the great, I'm pretty sure he was the one that had the fumble return for the touchdown. So that will be the highlight of his college career. Van Eaton kind of got replaced by Alexander Arnold, but he made a couple of good plays. Renee Franklin was a pick machine by our standards. And then Cliff Herring just got burnt a lot. And Hugo Watkins never made it onto the field pretty much. So that will be your graduating seniors. And I think I'll just advance it one more week, see what's going on. All right, draft results. Pretty sure no one got drafted. Yeah, no one did. All right, and that will lead us into off-season recruiting and the transfer portal, and I will have that in its own dedicated episode where we try to improve the team through the transfer portal, and we got to wrap up a lot of high school transfers. I mean, high school commitments. We have only one so far. We kind of need more than one. That's a very, very big understatement. So we're gonna have to put a lot of points down, which will definitely hurt our chances in the transfer portal, where we have to focus so much on high school people. But gotta finish up this recruiting class. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed season 2 of Billikens Dynasty, and I will see you in the next episode.